Hi everybody. So there she sits behind you, and that's all done with this. Went through almost 2 cans, and I gotta get more. Stores ran out of it, so I gotta find another place to get some more to do the other side. So I'm gonna take a little bit of a break, but that's all been chipped off. And then I call we used to call it extend. It extends the life of rust or stops the rust from coming in, and that's actually very important on a Jeep. On this Jeep, because it has ABS, and ABS affects the transmission, and any kind of small particle will get on that ABS ring. The ABS ring is solid steel, and the magnet is an ABS sensor. So what happens is that sensor will try to grab any piece of metal. My air compressor just dripped on me. Well, I have my water separator right above my head. So I need to take a break. I'll go get some more of this right there. If you can see the can, you know, it doesn't have to be exactly this, but it turns rust and it slows it all down. You can never stop rust. It's impossible. It's like, you know, that C word everybody says, you know, don't say that word. My wife hates that word. It'll eat you up. And I probably lost a lot of years when you work with different chemicals. And expected man is what, 78? I got 10 years. I'm telling you. So I'm gonna live large until then, and then God help me, you know, a little bit of this will help. That's it. I cleaned the shock up a little bit. The shock is a Rancho shock, really good quality shock. And I also zip tied because all the brackets were made out of real thin metal that hold this ABS wire together. So you have to have it. I don't really want to touch that. You can touch it. Yeah, you can touch it now. You don't want that ABS to hit that wire. And I guess if that U-joint goes bad, it's going to whack that sensor. The sensor stays straight. So I'm going to find the ABS rings and the U-joint on this side, and we're going to do that. But somebody is coming for it Friday, Saturday, so I'm going to put this all together, and I'll show you what I did on the rotor. So on this side of the rotor, it was pretty clean. It doesn't look clean, but it's clean enough. It'll have a nice shiny surface. It'll be good. The other side I cleaned up. I took out the heavy pits. If you notice, inside you clean it up a little bit. On the other side, you clean it out a little bit. Don't go crazy, because you could just slap a rotor on and be done. But no matter what, if you have rust, it'll get between these veins and it'll spin right onto that ABS sensor. So I used to do the brake jobs on the big trucks, and they run like $6,000. And I used to do them for like $2,500. It's all labor. It takes 2 days to do a brake job on a truck. All 4 rotors. And what happens is that was on a Toyota. And Toyota, it's all American. There's Splicer, Rockwell. There ain't a damn thing on that thing that's Toyota. It's all heavy duty American stuff. That's why it's a good truck. You think you're buying a Toyota? God damn it, dripping on me again. You know what? There's a lot of water in there. I don't feel like I could take a shower and just hit the water somewhere, but that's nasty water. Son of a gun, it's dripping on me again. Well, now it's all done, I'll show you a little closer up at what it's looking like. So that's what it's looking like so far. And it's all done up. All the framing in here has been cleaned up, undercoated all this. Undercoat the body, but don't undercoat the frame. The frame should be like a gloss black. And this is just regular spray bomb paint. This is not like an industrial paint. When you run an industrial paint, you have to put a suit on. It's a catalyst, the hardener. The hardener is very strong. This will be good enough for everybody for everyday use. The good thing is, if you want, garage keep it. You outside in the elements will kill anything. It will. When you find a Jeep that's been garage kept, keep it. I'm just telling you. I spent so far altogether 10 hours, and we have this part of the Jeep done. This part and half, 3/4 over to the other side. I got to do the same thing on the other side as this side. And it looks better with that, and it dulls it down. But now you time to put the paint on. So when you put the paint on, it's going to harden this all up, and it'll be better. Now, if you were able to get it into a shop, and they can do a catalyst is what it is. It's the paint with a catalyst, which is the hardener. So it's a two-part. You better wear a suit or a spray booth. You better have something. I don't have that, so I'm only doing spray bomb stuff, small stuff. So I'm cleaning it all up for everybody, and I cleaned the frame up. Now this could have been chipped away, but I did do half the frame straight down. It's very good shape, so I didn't have to chip any of that. That's nice. So just do that. Then you scrape off the rest on the body on this one side, and then you undercoat that. But you got to get the debris off. You got to prime it, and then you got to undercoat it. Or undercoating, just you don't really have to prime because it has almost like, and you could use that extend. That would help. Extend it. I call it extend. It turns rust into a solid. It kind of holds the rust where it is, and that scales are strong. I mean, the frame underneath is strong. You might have a hole, which I did the repair over here is the repair on the frame. That's because it had a plow on it, and when the plow is on it, you got a lot of salt. It's out there doing its job. Well, now it's time for relax and just and for somebody just to, hey man, I got a nice toy. You got a nice toy, and you can put a plow back on it when I'm all done, because it'll be all ready to beat the hell out of it again for another 20, 30 years. Do you want to do that? It's up to you. I sold all the plows, so I don't have any plows right now. But so that's what you got to do to get it all back. And these bumpers are very important on here. These bumpers within this coil, I don't know if you can see this. This bumper and that coil is very hard to get apart. So this bumper, when you put a plow on it, it hits the bottom here, which is the landing. And the landing prevents it from bottoming out, blowing out everything, and then your suspension, you put a plow on this, you put 1,000 pounds on the front end of a Jeep that's not supposed to be. Like this one could take it. This one's a really good one. This one was the owner's. So it is for sale, and look it up on Marketplace. Remember, eBay, Motor Speed 1984. That's where I sold all my parts, all my tools. I sold the CJ5 grill the other day. I got a lot of people interested in different vehicles. They want the black one and they want the yellow one. I got so many people calling about the yellow one. I'm like, look, you got to come and look at it. The frame's been done on that. I didn't have to do any welding. I didn't have to do repairs, but I have to do a lot of cleaning, and I did a lot of prep work and all that. So that's all done. This one's in the process. It takes a long time. This will take me probably a week or two, and a lot of labor, and your body can only take so much. So we're ready to paint it, and then I'm going to cover the shock at the same time and paint it a nice gloss. It'll hold that all in, and it should prevent any kind of debris from getting into that sensor. And then we'll look up for the parts to get this U-joint out. So you're going to have to pull this apart from the other side, which is kind of a pain in the butt. You remember, these bolts are all done, so you're going to have to heat these up or put a catalyst on it to get these bolts out, to get this axle out. It's not an easy job, and the TJs are always rotating. They're always rotating. And on the YJ, the axle is dead until you hit the shifter and a vacuum operated differential. It's got a good points and bad points. Good points is that won't let you really down. Your differential is not spinning. The bad thing is if you don't use it when you need it, you better have a good vacuum controlled unit and the whole 9 yards. So this is the stage second. And this is all going to be, this come out really nice, and you didn't do a lot of money. You didn't put a lot of money into it yet. You're not gonna. You might have to put, I don't know, like say $100 aside. But the labor, you're talking, if a guy had to do this, just to clean this up and get all that working, then I charge you $1,000 just to do one side. Then I'll charge you another $1,000 to do the other side, and then we got to go to the back. So I'm getting this done halfway, and the lady just wants it. Use it and then return it, and then I'll give you a price, and you see if you want to do the back, and it'll be a really good Jeep. It'll prevent the transmission going into a kind of a limp mode. ABS is not a good thing on a heavy duty truck. I don't know if this does it, but it has a rebuilt tranny in it. So the thing is, you got to fix the ABS. You fix the tranny, but what caused the tranny to have all kinds of issues? There's no codes, no transmission codes. but it has the ABS light on. Get that ABS light off. That ABS light is very important on this setup. This one has an ABS setup. So you do that and you'll be good for years to come. It'll stop. It'll prevent everything. You might just need 2 rings, I don't know. I'm working on pricing. I can get the axles, just slide them out and slide them in, but slide it in, slide it out. I'm not even gonna go there, but it don't work that way. It just don't. You gotta heat things up. You gotta work. You gotta take the differential apart. You gotta use the C-clip. So you're talking another 2-3 days just to get these axles out and back in. A cheaper way to do it is pull it out, put the U-joint in on this side, put a new ring on this side, a new ring on that side, and then if you have to, you can unbolt the ABS sensor if it has. It has no ABS sensor codes. It has none. It just goes into a limp mode and done. It just shuts ABS off. So that's where I'm at now, and we're gonna just shoot her up. That's stage 2, baby. It's looking good though, man. That looks nice. That looks nice. That's nice and strong too. I wish I could keep this one, but I can't keep them all. I got my Monster. This is gonna be a great Jeep for somebody. It really is. It's solid up front. Even the front different. Everything is nice and solid, and there's nothing loose. Pretty amazing for 26 years. That means parts have been probably replaced, but let me put all this back. Let me paint it, let it dry, and then I'm gonna put it all back together. Let it dry good, and then put it all back together. After that, I'll take a break and I'll do the other side. Keep on watching, everybody. See ya.